Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Happy midweek. We are almost there. It is Wednesday. I just wanted to do a quick comic book market report for you all. I've been extremely busy this week, but still wanted to get out some content for you all, for all 100 people that watch this video. I know our numbers kind of suck, but is what it is. And I'm so happy to put on a smiley face and put out the comic books that I've been looking at the past week. There's some pretty cool movers and shakers in this video. Some common ones, some ones that I found were kind of fascinating to see on the dip there. But if you do enjoy these videos, please click that like button. Watch the past videos to get some more information on how comic books are trending. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing with your life? Hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, I will get into it. I have about 10 books here. I feel like, yeah. I definitely did watch a couple of the MCU movies this week, or just kind of the good movies this past week. Saw Sinners on Saturday, and then Pickles and I, we did entertain Thunderbolts. I think that was probably one of the most just rich movies I've seen, not necessarily MCU, but just like in general, in a very long time. It had great action. It had great story. It had, pretty good character development. There is a little bit of too much humor for my content, which is why I wouldn't give it a perfect 10, but I would say it's at least a 9, if not more, if you haven't gone and seen it yet. If you haven't, Sinners was pretty good. It was like old school. What is that one movie? A Dusk Till Dawn, and it had all of the. I don't know, man. That was a pretty creepy movie. I think the climax of the movie ended a little too fast for me. But horror movies and then the movie theaters, man, it's a different type of thing. So anyway, all right. First off, we have G.I. Joe Origins. I believe this is a different printing. Snake Eyes cover. I just was looking at random G.I. Joe variants. Just clicked on variants in the eBay store or eBay page, and this one came about. It's beautiful. Snake Eyes with the gun. I prefer Snake Eyes with swords, but this is pretty cool as well. The art's just great. I don't know who did the cover, but whoever did, they did a great job. I believe this is from 2010, but I'm not sure. $99.99 for the recent sale of this book. There's not any like key storyline into this book or anything like that, but I believe it's just a lower print run IDW variant, and it's a pretty sick cover. For $100 raw in this market, that's pretty impressive, especially with no like real news pushing it. So this market is just so unpredictable. Invincible number 100, the Chromium version. I'm still watching season 3 of this show, and I need to rewatch the most previous episode. But man, it is so entertaining to me. Like, I could take a day off and just watch Invincible. And I was thinking about the breaks I took in between the different seasons. I think I need to rewatch like the first season, but it is just great writing, a great storyline. I think everyone's digging the whole Invincible show, and it shows. $100 for this Chromium bad boy. I miss Chromium covers, so whenever I see one that I would be apt to collecting, I'm gonna grab it. And for $100, if I want to see it in front of me, because it's tough to get a 9.8 in Chromium covers, but this is like one I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for. And keeping on with the Invincible theme, this is Invincible, I believe 60, the second print. This is just crazy. I feel like it's a little bit overvalued. However, without knowing the price to this, like, I immediately think this is like a $200 book at least, but it's $790. And what's even crazier to me, and what makes Invincible so just collectible and just not having to worry about the noise and people like, quarterback count, your Monday morning quarterbacks or your quarterback Twitter people, whatever, just do the work. Just put the content out there. Let the public decide. And I think they have. Invincible is white hot. I'll take that from my old Wizard days. $790 for a raw in 2025 for a later printing second print, independent label, super low print, right? But this is going for more than a Miles first appearance. So I think that supply and demand and the excitement surrounding it. Will the Miles, once he does come to the MCU, take over this? I don't think so. Just because there's so many copies of that book. And the fact this is a wraparound cover, nothing really special except for the crossover type deal. Now, if Invincible has a crossover like this may just explode. I mean, I don't know, but I have a little bit of FOMO wanting to get this, but $790 is a lot of money. But if you got the money for this, like, I'm not mad at you. It's a great book to have. I may get it signed if I were ever to attain one, but like, man, I'm not mad at this book at all. Kind of keeping in with the theme. I didn't even look at the price of this book because I'm just saying don't even like worry about it. Thunderbolts #1. None of the unfortunate thing about the Thunderbolts naming, right, is that I don't know what's happened with Baron Zemo. Like, is he still in jail or in that prison? I don't know, but Baron Zemo is kind of the forefront for the Thunderbolts, right? So I wouldn't buy this just based off the fact that none of the characters in the movie are in this book. If you're specking on, like, the team, I'd get the Thunderbolt series with Bucky in it. That seems to be more applicable, but I would not buy this book, with the future of the new Avengers or what have you. It just doesn't make any sense. But if you're a fan of this book, yeah, go for it. Maybe get on digital. I just wouldn't pay big prices for it. Or if you are like, man, I just want a copy of it, don't buy it now. It makes no sense the prices that it's selling at right now, and I didn't even post them here. One book I would be down for getting is the Black Widow Dynamic Forces #1 variant. Dynamic Forces is one of a beloved book or book company publisher, another universe, whatever you want to call it, that put out exclusive variants for specific different titles. And this Black Widow variant is just amazing. It has a Dynamic Forces stamp on it. It's beautiful. I think it's a great picturesque kind of silhouette of the original Black Widow and then Yelena in the background. I love it. I know there's a variant with just Yelena on it, but these are tough and high grade. The Marvel Knights paper is like a weird, thick, stocky, kind of like the color will rub off of it. And this is just it. I mean, this is a fingerprint person's nightmare. So $87 for a 9.6. Now, the whole discussion you get 9.6, 9.8, right? But maybe get one 9.6, crack it open, and double your profit. I just think it's a beautiful cover to get. And if I'm not mad at $87 for a 9.6 Dynamic Forces, it just has a lot going for it, in my opinion. My favorite Sentry book after reading the Jeff Lemire series, it's not the original Sentry #1. Now, I talked about the Sentry #1, I think, on a previous, if not last week's video, and it never really went down. It never really went up. And even after the movie went out, I think the highest sale on a 9.8 for Sentry 1 was like $333. So yeah, I left like $50 on the table, but like, how many times have I missed out on a sale, or like missed out on buying a book that just rose up? It happens all the time. Holding a book for, gosh, I had that book since 2012, and I have the hardcover or the trade paperback. I'm happy. But this book I probably will never let go of, just because I feel it's a later print run. There's like 12,000 copies of this book out there. It's always a fun one for me to find in the wild. $10 raw. I wouldn't grade this. I have like 4 copies of this book, and I always pick them up. It's without telling you what happens in the book. I think it's a more, if you're a fan of Sentry, or just wondering what Sentry's all about, like, this Jeff Lemire series is really good. It's really great writing. I think every Sentry, actually, miniseries, except for the most recent one, they're all great. And if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. It's a great movie. Go see it on Saturday for like $12 in the morning. Get up early. New Avengers #1, the second printing. Now, if I were to like need to have something pertaining to the movie, this is probably the book I would get. I remember finding these books for like $5 to $10 and flipping them for like double, triple amount they were going during the good old days. But I do love this cover. I think it's a great cover. Sentry is obviously like the focal point of the New Avengers series and this cover. I think it would have been cooler to go off the New Avengers kind of storytelling of the Sentry. With that said, like, I'm still happy that the Sentry's in the movie. It's just a different take, but I liked the New Avengers story and how you kind of wondered what the heck goes up with Sentry. And I think that would have been a better storyline, but whatever it is, what it is. I don't think the current evolution of the Sentry isn't obviously as menacing. And so It's tough for me to like want to invest in the Sentry just based off of that. But if I found this for $5, I'd be all over it. So, but good luck. Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man. I think this is like the second series of Ultimate Spider-Man with Miles. These variants are super hot, or not super hot, but are just gorgeous. I love the font on these books. I love the skyline. It really incorporates, like, if you don't know about New York, I mean, this is like, I feel like I'm in New York when I see this book. The first cab cover, though, the first issue has that, he's in between the cabs. The last recent sale I saw that was like $3,200, and that is, I guess, the book to get. But I actually like this book better. You feel a lot of stuff going on. You see his kind of vantage point from a different angle, and I love how the buildings are kind of like curved in. It's really cool. Someone has this for sale for like $200 raw, and it looks like a pretty good copy. I wouldn't be mad. Offer $150 for it. Hold on to it. And it gets signed by, either the voice for Miles, the dude the voice for him in the cartoon, the voice for him in the animated movies, or wait till he gets casted. It'll be pretty exciting. So, and I think I got a couple more. Yeah. So Uncanny X-Men number 239. Just found this. I'm always on the hunt for a high grade 9.8 for Mr. Sinister, who this book went crazy during the animated series when it came out. I think this is the best cover. It's the best book to get for Mr. Sinister. His first appearance doesn't really do it justice and whatever. But I love this cover. 9.2 Newsy went for $40, so that's pretty good news. And that is the end of the show. That's from last week's. But I do appreciate everybody watching the show. A little 12-minute quick video. If you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit that like button, helps with the algorithm, and we will see you next week. And tomorrow I'll be putting out, I think, a video game market report. We'll see. I got some pickups here, so take care.